Like for example, this Bible I hold in mind. This is Good News Bible. If it is from other than Allah, meaning Quran, this is also, you read this Bible, this is also Quran. I told you in the beginning, any reading of any book is Quran. If this is from other than Allah, then you will find many contradictions in the book. Any book coming from other than Allah, any book coming from other than Allah, you will find many contradictions in it. أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنِ, do they not consider the reading the Quran? وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ, if this Quran, if this reading is from other than Allah, if the Bible is from Allah, then there should be no contradiction in it. If it is not from Allah, you will find many contradictions in it. So we have come to know from the Christian eminent scholars, there are 5,000 errors, blunders in the Bible. I am not saying it. The scholars themselves, the Christian scholars, are saying that there are 5,000 errors in the Bible. So the Quranic ayat holds firm. Any book claiming from God should have no contradictions. You see Vesta, you see Bhagavad Gita, you see hadith, there are Sahih and Zaif. You know, there is no hadith, this 100%. You can't say that this book does not have a doubt. So they have also divided, there are contradictions. So I am telling you, there is no book, any book coming from Allah, claiming to be from God, must be free of contradictions. So the books other than Allah, coming from Allah, are full of contradictions. And believe me, a very surprising aspect is that if I ask anybody in this hall to write an essay on anything, and you give this essay to me, when maybe you write, say, 50 lines, and I ask you, give me these 50 lines, I put it here in front of you, and I give you another blank sheet and ask you to write it again, the same essay, you will not be able to write it exactly as you wrote before. This is man. You know, man talks in contradictions. All the time he is contradicting his own self. He doesn't know this. So that is the claim of God. If أَفَلَا يَتَدَبَّرُونَ الْقُرْآنِ, do they not consider the Quran, the reading? وَلَوْ كَانَ مِنْ عِنْدِ غَيْرِ اللَّهِ, if this reading is from other than Allah, any book from other than Allah must have contradiction in it. And you take up any book in the world, you will find many contradictions in them. So that means they are not from Allah. In other words, Quran is from Allah because it doesn't have any contradiction. So this لَوَجِدُوا فِيهِ اخْتِلَافًا كَثِيرًا is referring to other books. So in other words, Allah is telling that all the books are not from Allah because they have contradiction in it. You think that Bible is from God, but it has got contradiction. It is not from God. So the proof is, any book claiming to be from Allah must be free of contradiction. That's the challenge. And this little verse is telling you, whole mankind, to take this test, put this test on Quran and put this test on any religious book, and you will find many contradictions. Leave it out. The ayat is 100% the truth, that they have got contradictions. All the books of the religious books have contradiction in it. And further it says, what is Quran? Then there is a doubt of the Quran, that this is not the actual Quran which was revealed in so many years back. This is again a doubt. So Allah says in Surah Al-Asra 6:17 and 88, I am reading those challenges and authenticity of the ayats of Quran. قُلْ لَإِنِ اجْتَمَعَتِ الْإِنسُ وَالْجِنُّ عَلَىٰ أَنْ يَأْتُوا بِمِثْلِ هَذَا الْقُرْآنِ لَا يَأْتُونَ بِمِثْلِهِ وَلَوْ كَانَ بَعْضُهُمْ لِبَعْضٍ ظَهِيرًا. Say, if the whole of mankind and jinns, the shielded ones, were gathered together to bring with the likeness of this Al-Quran, the reading, they could not bring the likeness of it, even if they back each other. You know, Allah is saying that the reading, that the jinns and the ins are put together, the whole, gathered together, everybody, the jinns and ins, all of you gathered together. And ins and jinn means all of you, the ins and jinns, all of you gathered together to produce the Quran like this. Meaning the Quran that we have in our minds and that is preserved without change of a letter or dot. So the people there have got some ideas that the Quran was, the revelation of the Quran that was given to us is not preserved now. It has got some less ayahs or surahs. Some people think like that. So Allah is telling, okay, jinns and ins, bring that Quran, the like of it. So this challenge is standing today, that all the jinns and mankind put together to produce the Quran like this, they cannot produce it. The answer is also given. They cannot produce it even if they back up each other with the help and support to try to produce the Quran. There were 40 surahs, the 30 surahs and 40 siparas or what, 10 siparas. You bring. You can never bring. The Quran is preserved in the tablet by Allah. Bal huwa Quranun Majid fi lawhim mahfuz. He has made it preserved and you can see it on the ground. It is preserved. The moment you try to add, will be thrown out. Because all mankind knows it's preserved. So that's what I said, that whole mankind and the jinns put together to produce a Quran, they can never produce it. And they can be not able to do the whole Quran we are talking about. And all the jinns and mankind of all times put together.